Let's go.
Hello and welcome to Reginald ESQ. I'm Underhook, and this is another in our gaming series, the Kick-Ass Gaming Series. And today I've got two games in the M6 for you. I recently reviewed the M6 and I didn't at that time have any mastery games in the tank, and I was going to sell the tank, so I just did the review with the games that I had. But I haven't bought the T29 yet, and I've had a couple of games to get 2 times and stuff like that in this tank, and just happened to have a couple of good games, so I thought we'd show you those. I missed that ELC there. It was long range for this gun. It's not super accurate at 0.38 accuracy. Anyway, I also found that since 9.3 has come out, this tank does fare a little better, and that's purely because the KV-1S is no more. It's been moved to tier 5, and the KV-85 that has replaced it, the gun is not as good as it was, not as accurate, and doesn't fire as rapidly as it used to, and the KV-85 is not as maneuverable as it was as a tier 6 KV-1S. And the KV-1S was the nemesis of this tank. It used to take away pretty much half its hit points with a hit, and would then go back and reload, and by the time you went around the corner to shoot it, it was reloaded. It would blow you away. Now you actually get a chance to put a good couple of shots into it before it can reload if it's coming out at you. So you fare much better against a KV-85. So that's actually made this tank a little easier to use on the battlefield, and especially in a T6 game now. If you're wondering why my shot went in the air there, it's because the Hellcat just in front of me backed into me and knocked my aim off. So we managed to get shot into the Cromwell this time. So we kind of missed that first shot, unfortunately. And he dies before we can get another shot off. There was another tank up there. I can't remember exactly where it was, but I think it was about there. So I'm just blind firing to that spot. You can see a Tiger moving across here. Well, there's a Cheeto. We'll get a nice shot into him. There's the Tiger. Can we get a shot into the back? No, we can't. So we're using the M3 gun, which is the top gun in this tank. It has 160 pen, average pen, and does an average of 240 hit points of damage. An accuracy of 0.38, which isn't very accurate, and an aiming time of 2.3 seconds, which is pretty good for a heavy tank. And that's of course with an untrained, with a 100% crew, but normally of course with the commander's bonus, the crew 110%, so it's always a little bit on the stats reveal. We chase up the Tiger, we managed to get one in his back, and just start to turn my tank to try and angle it, and he bounces. Unusual for a Tiger to bounce off this tank, but you can see there he shot the extremely angled front of the tank. If he had shot me in the side, he would have penetrated me pretty much guaranteed, but he shot the front. I think he panicked a little bit because he was losing a lot of hit points and wanted to rush his shot, and fortunately for us, hit the front of our tank and bounced off it. So the armor, yeah, it's pretty much the same as the armor was on the tier 5, tier 1. It's not great at tier 6, or especially at tier 8, but you can get some lucky bounces. So I now see my SU-85 in trouble from this AT-7, and decide I'm going to try and help out. So I see here the SU-85 is trying to side scrape against him, and I think I'll go around and shoot him in the back. That's my plan. You can see the Tiger too, there's a fair few tanks out here, so I'm taking a bit of a risk. I don't know, for some reason I decided I want to try and save this SU-85. So I managed to get one in the side there. And then we see this T-34-85 rushing at us, fast Russian medium tank. We get a shot into him. His hull armor is very weak, although he does have very good turret armor. And he rushes the shot, puts it into the wall. He just puts his next shot into the wall as well. He's now going, oh hell, I'm dead. And he's killed. We get hit by the Hummel artillery. Now trying to angle and side scrape now against this Tiger, but this guy is smarter than the other guy and plants it firmly into our side, doesn't even try and shoot us in the front. So I'm trying to side scrape once again now against this Tiger. He puts one to me and I put one into his lower plate. We do very similar damage to each other. We have similar hit points left. And I think he has more hit points than me left. I'm trying to side scrap again. This time I get one into his lower plate and he's not able to return fire, so we side scrapped pretty well there. And Hellcat shoots him in the back. ARL 44 out there, hoping to get the side of his turret because it's weak, and I foolishly aim for the front of his turret. And he gets a shot on me. Now he has much better accuracy than me, so I am not going to fight him at that range. Not when he's in that position where his lower plate's covered. Has a very bouncy upper plate, and the front of his turret's pretty good. The rest of his turret's rubbish, but I couldn't see accurately what I was shooting at. So come up, plant a shot inside of this AT7. He's not focused on us at all, so I'm ready to reload, and someone else gets him anyway. So I've done 2,770 damage, which is pretty good in this tank. This was, by the way, a tier 7 game. There were 3 or 4, I think, tier 7s on each team. And most of the rest of the tanks were tier 6. I think there was 3 tier 5s on each team. So, being a tier 6 heavy, we've done alright. So it's pretty much mop-up time now. We're definitely going to win. Just trying to see if I can get another shot on this ARL. I can't seem to spot him at the moment. So I'm just going to wait and see if that ARL V39 there or the Hellcat manages to spot him. Okay, it's been spotted. And I'm going to need to move to get a shot here. So this bunker is a really good position in this tank. This is a high tank, and you stop with the bunker, you pretty much hull down, only your turret showing. Side of the turret, very, very weak on the RL-44, and shot goes straight in. Now it's just a matter of finding artillery, although our team is nearly capped. So I can see our other tanks are up the other end. I'm going to try and see if the arty might be over here. But time is running out, and our team is capped, so we don't get a chance to shoot artillery, unfortunately. Okay, so I finally had a mastery game to show in this tank, but don't go away because the next game is awesome. Anyway, we, as you can see, shot quite a few tanks, did a bit of damage. I think those Tigers are tier 7 tanks, so that was good. The ARL-44, I think, is a tier 6. Anyway, and the Cromwell's a tier 6 as well, I think. Anyway, high caliber and mastery, which is nice. We finished on top for experience and doing just over 3,000 damage. We finished on top for damage as well by quite a bit, doing twice as much damage as anybody else in our team, and yeah, more than twice as much as anybody on anywhere. So it was good. We fired 18 shots, 14 of those hit, which considering the accuracy of the gun, that's pretty good, and 13 of those penetrated, doing 3,009 damage. One shot was from a distance greater than 300 meters. That would have been on the ARL. 236 damage there. We received 4 hits. All 4 of them penetrated. Well, that's not correct because we definitely bounced one off that Tiger, off the front of our tank. So maybe that caught our track and the track absorbed the damage. So that's why it's still showing up as a penetration. Splash damage, that was the artillery hitting us. We damaged 7 tanks, destroying 2 of them, which is not a bad result. 52,000 income, that's a bloody good income, and 43,000 of that was profit, so very profitable tank. Now, so a 1,176 raw XP is enough for mastering the tank. So I think the other game that I did show in my review was about 1,110 or something, so it looks like we only just missed mastery in the review anyway. Alright, so let's have a look at the next game. Okay, the second and final in our kick-ass gaming series on the M6. This is a tier 7 game, but only just. There's only 2 tier 7s on each team. Most of the rest of the tanks, in fact all of the rest of the tanks, are tier 6, which is a bit unusual. So no tier 5s. What's this map called again? This map is called Kamaran. And I'm going straight for the centre because I've got a tank with great gun depression in the M6, so this is a fantastic spot for this tank. Now, this is a bit risky going across here, and I do expose myself to a couple of tanks. I think I'm going to get hit, so I take my time and aim at the IS because I think, well, if I'm going to get hit, I may as well get a hit on him at the same time. I get a second hit on him because he's got a long reload. Although the IS reloads faster than the 85, and he does get a second hit into me I bounced the first one, the second one goes in and does 437 damage to me. I'm in trouble. So already I'm on half health. That was a bit of a mistake, really, if I'm honest about it. But here comes the KV-85 comes out. The enemy, luckily for me, is playing badly, so I'm still alive. I fully admit I just had a fair bit of luck there. But this spot where I am now is very, very good because, like that, tanks pretty much have no choice but to expose themselves to you if you can get to this side. But it's very risky getting to this side. Now you can see that because of the work we did, my teammates are able to push around the other side, and now this IS is getting surrounded, and we finish him off. So, if you can get to this side, really, really good, but it's risky getting there, especially in a tank that's not that fast like this one. A fast medium, it's not so risky. Just trying to see now if I can see this Cheeto through this gap, but I can't. It's a bit risky for me to pop out too far there because there could be TDs back in the bushes on the horizon there, and they can get shots into me. So I have to be a little bit careful, and indeed, I just ricochet a shot from a Nashorn. So, whoopsie, I went out too far. Once again, we had a bit of luck, and it bounced. The ricochet. Looks like it hit our turret, actually. You can see a green ricochet mark on top of the turret. Now, Cheeto, and we get a nice shot of the Cheeto. So against medium tanks, that sort of thing, the average 240 damage in this gun is very good. And the reload time is really good for a heavy tank. Now I've got to be careful coming out here because of the Nashorns. Or Nashorn in the distance. And I can see shells hitting around. Nashorn has been spotted. He fires at me, or perhaps the VK, and misses both of us anyway. I get one into him and decide to wait for my reload. And we get him with the blind shot. Nice. I thought it was worth waiting and taking that second shot because I'm pretty sure he was aiming at the VK with his first shot. Although this tank has terrible camouflage, so you do get spotted pretty easily. And considering we had 0.38 accuracy, we're probably pretty lucky to get both those shots in. I pop up here to go and have a look, and we proximity spot the Cheeto. Because it's a proximity spot, we would have also been spotted. So I pull back because even though there's no artillery, there's still another Nashorn in the game which could be sniping from a long way. Once the spot disappears, I know that I'm no longer spotted as well, and I pull out, and another Nashorn has been spotted. I get a shot in and manage to get the kill, but I'm also getting pummeled by, looks like the T-150 down there and the Cheeto. So obviously I pulled up, everything looked okay, and then they moved forward and auto-spotted me. But I decided, bye-bye T-150, he didn't have many hit points left, so I took a risk by popping out again while I was still probably spotted, and got a shot into him. Excellent, excellent 10 degrees of gun depression on this tank. Although I am very, very sick right now. We are a mile in front. If I die now, it doesn't really matter, so I'm quite prepared now to take risks. I know the Nashorns are gone. The only one I'm really worried about is the SU-152, hitting, seeing me and hitting me from an unseen location. But this Cheeto is toast now. So we have another Cheeto. Now the Cheeto could kill me with one shot, but he has not the quickest aiming time, so as long as I can... Well, he did get a shot into me there, but my turret takes the shot. This time he's not aiming at me, so I take my time. And he's still not aiming at me, so I take my time to reload. But it looks like he's going to get behind the building. He's dead anyway. So now it's just another Cheeto. Were they in a platoon or what? 3 Cheetos. And there's the other Cheeto, proximity spot, and there's an SU-152. I'm waiting for this guy. He's just going to drive in front of me. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just thinking it's the end of the game. I'm going to just run and see if I can get another shot. Are we going to get another shot into him? No. Someone else finishes him off. So now it's just the SU-152. I'm thinking about maybe just driving out and taking a risk because, it's near the end of the game. But I think I'll just drive up here and see if I can spot from these bushes first. And there he is. So I just move up further, taking a risk. I don't care. Last tank. Everyone's shooting him anyway, so he's got plenty of other people to worry about at the moment. Not going to get the shot in there. Is he going to come out again, or is he going to hide beyond the building? Looks like he's going to... Oh no, here he is. Another shot. Good stuff. And he's killed. Alright. End of the game. Okay, so obviously a victory, and how's that for a nice looking screen, eh? Plenty going on there. So that was a mastery game, and we got High Caliber, Top Gun, and Spartan, I think it was. I actually didn't realise during the game that I got a Top Gun. I didn't realise that at all, so that was very nice to get. Let's have a look at the next screen, although I could look at that screen all day. We managed to do 3,321 damage, which is very nice in this tank. And obviously we finished on top 4 XP, getting quite a bit of XP. So we fired 18 shots. All 18 of the shots hit, and all 18 of the shots penetrated. You cannot ask for any more from a gun than that. So obviously we had a little bit of luck. There was only 2 tier 7s in the game though, so that kind of helped. Although we did penetrate the IS when we hit it, but I think they were side shots, so we had a bit of luck as well. And we did have a bit of luck that we survived at the start. It could very easily have been annihilated at the start there. So, you know, but hey, whenever you have a good game, there's always a little bit of luck in it, I think. We did 3,321 damage, which is very nice. Only one shot was from a distance over 300 meters, or 1 or 2 shots, and that was at that SU at the end. Most of the stuff was close range work. I think that was a long shot, or it could have been one of the national ones. But look, in that spot in the center, if you've got a tank with good gun depression, you can pop over the hills and shoot at people. It's just an awesome spot. We received 10 hits, 6 penetration. So we did manage to bounce 4 shots, which was nice. And 1,355 damage blocked by armor, which is quite a bit for this tank that only has 870 hit points. So I'm pretty happy about that. We spotted 3. We damaged 9 vehicles, destroying 6 of them, which is a really good result. And did a bit of spotting damage as well. 56,000 income, which is very nice, and a profit of 47, which is truly awesome. Ammunition is very cheap in this tank, and I pretty much only use standard ammunition. So raw XP was that? I can't read it very well on my screen. I think it says 1,468, which is a lot, and obviously is mastery. And yeah, with premium came to 2,202. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this installment of our Kick-Ass Gaming series. If you'd like to see more Kick-Ass Gaming and more reviews, please subscribe to Reginald ESQ, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did like it or find it helpful. Have fun.